Hello guys, I welcome you once again to the TM Media and Take YouTube channel. As always, I'm your favorite host, Timothy Mugambe, and as always in this business segment that I called Business Uganda, I tell you guys, be you can reach all your goals in life as long as you be yourself instead of copying others. In today's video guys, I want to talk about the catering service business in Uganda. And in this kind of business, guys, I want to tell you can make a lot of money, as it is because the catering service business deals with food, because people live on food and drinks. So guys, I want to welcome you once again, and today I want to talk about the catering service business. And whoever is out there watching me, wherever you're watching me from, and you have this dream or you've been having this idea lingering in your mind and you thought of starting a catering service business, guys, sit tight and listen to what I have to tell you and follow these steps if you want to start this business and be successful at it in Uganda. Many people who have engaged in this kind of business have made a lot of money. They are enjoying financial freedom. They are enjoying being their own bosses in Uganda. So if your passion is in cooking, I tell you, catering service business is a business for you to consider in Uganda. Hi guys, I hope guys you're ready. You can have a pen and a paper, because I'm going to take you through steps, each step that I've written down for you to inform you about this catering service business if you want to start it in Uganda. Without wasting your time, guys, I want to start by telling you in which and in whatever business you might think of, always a business plan is a necessity. If you want to do a business which is very authentic, a business which will give you hope, a business with a strong foundation, so you should always consider having or formulating a business plan before starting your own business, guys. So in this kind of business, the catering service business, of course, you should have a business plan. The business plan, as always I tell you guys, is a plan like you see someone who is planning to build a house. There is always a plan which shows that a bathroom will be here, a sitting room will be here, the kitchen will be here. So the same applies to a business. It needs a business plan. A business plan of a business includes where your location will be, how much capital you require to start this business, or what are your customer targets. So a business plan, you should have it. If you don't know how to make a business plan, please feel free to contact me and I will help you on that, guys. Now, in the business plan, I want to break down these points that are into a business plan if you want to start this catering business. Now, after having your business plan, we'll have our first item as capital. In each and every business, always you should consider your capital first, because the capital is the head. Your capital is your vital element, because you will not go out even if you have the research, but then you need capital, you need that cash to go out and start implementing or putting this idea in place. So you should, guys, get to understand how much capital you'll be requiring to start this kind of business. As for a catering service business, capital I cannot tell you, but I can estimate an amount depending on the size of the catering service that you want to start, because the catering service business requires a lot of things, items, equipment that you have to purchase to start or put this business in place. Now, capital, I won't tell you guys that you will require this amount, because it will depend on which equipment you'll have to buy, where can you get the available cheap things you can get. But at the end of the day, you have to make sure what you have is good, because catering service business, you'll be working, in public places, you'll be working at the weddings of people, parties, baby showers. So guys, you need to understand how much capital that you will be requiring. Now, the other item or the other point I want to talk about is the location. Now, the location of each and every business matters. Now, in this regard, if you want to start a catering service business, some of them you can also start it at home. You might happen to have a home that is very huge. You have a garage which is not used. You have space. So that means you can buy your stuff and keep them in your garage. You can also cook food at home and then deliver it to where you've gotten the venue or where your customer is, at a wedding, at a party, at a birthday party, at a baby shower. So guys, I need you to understand all these kind of things. So the location matters. You need to get a location. If you're to get a room that you're going to rent, you need to get it that it is along maybe a road, whereby if after you've done cooking, the car or the lorry that you'll be using will be easily accessing that area with the road, because you don't want to be deep inside the slums or where the cars cannot reach, so you'll be having that kind of problem. So location really matters, guys. Now, the next point I want to talk about, equipment. In this kind of business, the catering service business, you require equipment that will help you run this kind of business. Remember, as I've told you, catering service business is a business that deals with cooking food for huge numbers of people. Like, let's say, for example, a wedding, a birthday party, some ceremonies, like hospitals will have maybe some ceremonies. They have people gathering in big numbers, so they would call for catering services. That's why you see people nowadays who are cooking food are making a lot of money, because now many parties have been introduced. Now, like the baby showers, people were not actually much involved, or we are not really doing this kind of stuff. Now we have baby showers. People are really doing more of birthday parties. We have weddings and other ceremonies that would call for large numbers of people, and hence needing catering services, guys. So the equipment that you would require, you should have to purchase warmers. These warmers help you after cooking your food, and then you take it to the venue. When you put this food in those warmers, so people have to be like self-servicing themselves. Now, these warmers help the food to be warm. These warmers, usually they will have down a heating device that usually they'll put spirit or some kind of petrol, some kind of kerosene. So it helps burn the food and keeps it warm throughout a ceremony, and people will be taking the food which is warm. You get, guys? So you need warmers. You will need to buy saucepans of which are large, and many of them, because you'll be cooking various types of foods. You'll need to buy cutlery, and cutlery includes forks, spoons, and knives. These cutlery, people use them while they're eating their food, and I know usually people, you see this cutlery who have attended weddings and parties. That is what we call a cutlery set: a spoon, a fork, and a knife that a person uses to eat food. The next thing, you have to buy buckets. Buckets will help you in washing your utensils, or after washing your utensils. In a way, bucket can help you also in moving your utensils to the venue where you've gotten a gig, where you're going to be offering your catering services to your client. So equipments are key. There are many. You need to buy knives, you need to buy good plates, you need to buy aprons that you wear, you have to buy uniforms, because you want to do a catering service business which is very good, which is very, very presentable. And guys, I want to tell you something, and this is the next point I want to emphasize on. If you're planning to enter this kind of business now, you need to know how to cook, because guys, I want to tell you, you're dealing in food. you're dealing with food, you need to know how to prepare different kinds of foods, mainly local food, because in Uganda, people who attend weddings, people who organize weddings, parties, usually we are much into local foods, not these snacks or continentals, chips and chicken. No, we are into local foods. Matoke, smashed matoke. We are into that pilau, the rice, the beef stew, the goat stew, the guinea stew. So guys, you need to have the knowledge of cooking. Or even nevertheless, you can go and have a course, catering and hotel management. You get to know how to cook various types of food, my dears. The next thing I want to talk about are the suppliers. In this kind of business, remember, you'll be requiring to buy huge amounts of food. If it is matoke, let it be guinea. So you can get good suppliers who can supply you this food on time, people who can catch up time, such that if you want bananas, you want what, you get yourself good suppliers. Whenever you need food, they can easily deliver this to you in time, so that you don't disappoint your clients. The next point I want to talk about is your target customers, guys. Your target customers is very also crucial. Remember, when you're starting this business, you're not starting it for yourself, you're starting it for people outside. You're giving a solution. People have weddings, they don't have they don't know how, they can't cook for huge numbers of people. So in this kind of problem, you are the solution. So you need to know that your target customers are the people of the public. You need to know that, okay, I need also to strategize. Now, the public will be the target customers, because in the public you find people we do birthday parties. We are the same people that do weddings. We are the same people that do baby showers for our wives. So guys, we are your target customers. Now, the next point is customer care. I guess, guys, you're following, and in case you're new to this channel, guys, please consider subscribing, and don't forget to click on that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any video when I upload my videos. The next point I'm talking about is customer care. Guys, whenever you start a business, consider your customer as a boss. Now, customer care is very key. You need to know how you handle your customers. Even if you're late, you need to know how you talk to your customer, so that your customer does not get angry. Because if you serve your customer very well and you satisfy your customer, it is that you've that very client of yours, after doing all the good service on that person's wedding, that is the very person that will recommend you to a friend or a colleague or a family member to get another opportunity of a business. So customer care is very key. You need to know how to handle your customers, and you need to have that language of calmness, a language of understanding, because customer is your boss. Now, the next point is register your business. When you start your business, make sure you register your business with, let's say, the necessary units, or the people who are really responsible in Uganda, like URSB. There is that URSB, it's called actually Uganda Registration Services Bureau. It is responsible for registering businesses in Uganda. You can go and register your business and also get a TIN number. No problem, guys. Start having that in you. Paying taxes is not a bad thing. So registering your business, getting the necessary documents to certify you to start operating, because the catering service business, you will be required with a number of elements, cleanliness, the hygiene, because you'll be cooking food for people. The next item I want to talk about, or the next point, is bookkeeping and managing of your accounts. Guys, you need to know how to manage your accounts. In this business of catering, you'll have a lot of how can I call them, because you see, when you're into catering service business, you'll buy, let's say if you want to wash your utensils, you'll buy soap. So these will fall under expenses. Even when after you make your gross profit, at the end of the day, you have to calculate, you have to deduct your expenses to get the final net profit, guys. So all this you need to know about bookkeeping and book management. Many people who have left out this element have ended up messing up and have ended up, their businesses falling down, and then they're like, no, this business is not good. But forgetting that bookkeeping is very key. Another point is delivery van. Guys, in this kind of business, if you don't have the amount to buy a van or a lorry that you will be using in transporting the food after cooking or preparing this food, you have to take it to the venue. A wedding, a baby shower, maybe you're cooking this food, let's say in Kawempe, and the wedding that you're taking this food to is in Muyenga. So that means you'll need a lorry to transport this food, guys. If you don't have the amount to buy this lorry, you can get someone who has a lorry. You can be renting or hiring this lorry. Anytime you have a gig, you just call the guy and tell them, oh, okay, I need your lorry. I have to transport this food from this place to this place. So that will also help you. The next point, employees or workers. You will have to get workers to help you in this business, because you will not do it solely alone. Because remember, I've told you to be huge. You're cooking various kind of foods. You cannot cook them alone. You'll need workers, guys. You'll need workers for starters, to get people who know about cooking, like local foods. Such kind of people will help you in this kind of business. So far, guys, if you like this video and you've liked this video so far, give it a thumbs up, like this video. You can also share it to a friend, because the catering service business is very viable. It is very relevant in Uganda currently as we talk. And I will give you an estimation. If you want to start this business on a small scale, because you cannot start it on a big scale when you don't even have customers, you don't even have clients, you don't even have that clientele basis. So you can start it at a small, I think at a minimum of 10M and going up, you can at least stretch and do something. But still, I don't want to scare you guys, because warmers are also expensive. Let's say a warmer, you might find it at 700,000, and that won't be even that much, because you need many of them to keep your food. But to someone who is really interested in this kind of business, you can invest in as much as you can, because trust me, this business is very profitable, but you have to be patient with it. At the same time, if you start this business, you have to be at least having something else that can help you feed this business, because you'll not be depending on this business entirely at that very juncture when you're starting. You have to give it time. It will grow with time. I've told you customer care is very important. It will help you, bond with people. It will help you to be referred to other customers. So business, you have to handle it very carefully. Guys, I love you so much. I wanted to share with you this idea. And if you need more information about this kind of business, feel free to contact me, WhatsApp me, and ask me more about this business, guys. I love you so much. May always God bless you and keep you safe from me. May God answer all your prayers that follow me, guys. I love you so much wherever you're watching from. People from Saudi Arabia, Jordan, Oman, people from the UAE, I love you. You're at heart, guys. I love you so much. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Jumeirah, where? Ras Lakaima, guys. I love you so much. Keep it locked to the TM Media and Tech YouTube channel. See you next time. It's your boy, favorite boy, Timothy Mugambe. I remain your host as always. Bye-bye. Stay blessed.